Okay, so I'm on a mission. My name is Ocean, and I grew up. Fail. Okay.
Oh no.
Everybody, we're all matching. Okay, so I grew up in the foster care system in Texas, in the United States, and I jumped around from foster home to foster home from the age around 12 on until I basically graduated. In between there, you know, there's a bunch of different things, stories in between there that I'm not going to go too much into detail here at this story time, but I did want to share with you guys sort of what I'm looking for. I'm looking to find some of the people that I lived with in foster care. I'm not going to call names out right here, you know, embarrass anybody or anything, but I know that if you remember me, you'll find me. My name is Ocean. I have a older brother named River, and I have two younger siblings, Cameron and Tommy. I jumped around from a bunch of different areas in Texas. I mean, all the way from Taft, Texas, all the way to the other side, Beaumont, Texas. So anywhere in between, you can really jump around. I'm looking for people that I went to school with, that I grew up in the foster care system with. I know that a lot of us, you know, really left the foster care system not having family support, you know, not having a lot of help in areas that I wished that I had that family and support in when I first got out on my own. And I want to get together with some of the people I grew up with and take some ideas off of you guys, get some advice from you guys, ideas from you guys, and really take that into the next steps of what I want to do with my calling that God has for me to help other kids like us that cannot go home, don't have the option of going home, not because our parents don't love us, you know, depending on the story, the situation, but because that's just not an option anymore. And I want to be able to help other kids to become and grow into whatever calling God has for them, whatever life that they are called to lead. I want to help them to get there without making all the mistakes that we had to go through, without all the failing we had to fail. And I really want to take from you guys what you wish someone would have told you, or what you wish, you know, you would have heard before you were where you're at now. And so if you grew up in foster care with me, if you grew up in foster care and, you know, you didn't meet me, you know, and you have a story to share with me, I'd really love to hear it, you know, because I have this calling, this dream since I was little to have an independent living program. And I want to help other kids like us that didn't have the options, didn't have the choice to be where we were, but we wanted to become something better. And I just think that this is an opportunity for us to come together and really build a community, and build a community for more kids like us, so that they don't have to get out on their own alone. They don't have to be out on their own, you know, wondering, am I going to make my meal tomorrow? You know, am I going to have family I can call? Am I going to have someone I can lean on? You know, those are a lot of questions that a lot of foster kids go through, and I want to know what ways I can help the children that are still in the system, you know, and get your guys' ideas on what we can do as a community, because we are the next generation of kids coming out of the foster system. What can we do better to help the kids that are still in the foster care system? We know the mistakes. We know what's been done wrong. We know the things that we wish would have changed for us. So what do we want to do to help change it for them? You know, because these kids still have to live through it every single day. These kids have to wake up every morning. They have to go to bed every night, not with no choice. You know, we have a choice now. We're adults, but they still don't have a choice. What can we do to help them? I know I'm talking fast, but get what I'm saying. So if you are from Texas or not, I mean, if you know me, please reach out and I would love to get connected. If you know me and we grew up together, I'd love to get connected and talk. And if you don't know me and you grew up in the foster system and you would love to get connected, please reach out so that I can, you know, take your wisdom. Each of us have a story and a testimony to share that is going to help another child, that's going to help someone else that went through the same, if not worse or harder things than we went through. And I'm just so grateful that God has given me my testimony so I can help someone. And I really appreciate if you guys, you know, jump on with me and give me some, you know, of your guys' stories so that we can help the next generation of kids that are growing up in this system that we so badly want to change and want to change for ourselves. Thank you guys. Have a great day.